Hey there, class. Mr. Prusky here. Hope you're having a good day so far. We're continuing with Chapter 5 today. Chapter 5 is kind of all about measures of center of triangles. So there's some, certain perpendicular bisectors, altitudes, different parts of triangles. There's like certain types of like where the altitude meets or the perpendicular bisectors meet, all those things. And it's just kind of a cool chapter, I think. So let's go ahead and this name of this lesson is mid-segment theorem and coordinate proof. Our essential question is, how do we use properties of mid-segments to solve problems? So we have a warm-up here, and then I'll talk a little bit about what a mid-segment is in a second here. So it says FG is as big as WU, or half as big as WU, find WU. Go ahead and see if you can solve this. All right, well, if FG is half as big as WU, find WU. What does that mean? Okay, well, what do you think? So FG, which is 5, equals 1/2 of WU, right? I'll put WU in parentheses. So how do we solve that? Like multiply both sides by 2. 2 times 5 is 10, so WU is going to equal 10. And maybe you didn't even need to do an equation for that, but yeah, basically, this is called the midsegment right here, this FG, and it's basically the midpoints, the connection of the midpoints of two sides of a triangle, and this is going to be parallel to this third side right here, okay? And an important property of this is that the midsegment is half of this line right here, or the third side is double the midsegment, okay? All right, let's get into this here. Let's do this. Zoom out. Okay, a midsegment of a triangle is a segment that connects the midpoints. Connects the what? Midpoints of two sides of a triangle. And coordinate proof is a proof that involves placing geometric figures in a coordinate plane. And what kind of plane? A coordinate plane. Okay. And the midsegment theorem. The segment connecting the midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel, is what? Parallel to the third side, and is half as long as how long? Half as long as that side. Okay? So, kind of to simplify that, the midsegment is half the third side, and the third side is, if the midsegment's half, what would the third side be in relation to the midsegment? It would be double, right? The opposite of half would be double. Okay. Sounds good. So let's go ahead and look at example 1 here. So we're looking for the missing lengths. It says find NL. Let me call that. Let's go call that X right there. And we're looking for AB here. Let's call that X right here. Okay. So actually, you know what? Let's call it Y. Let's call it Y here. So we're going to call the third side X. Let me write that up here. Third side equals X, and mid segments equals Y, just to keep them kind of organized here, okay? Why don't you guys see if you can figure this out? See if you think that NL is going to be double or half of 5, and see if Y is going to be double or half of 12. All right, so NL. So again, is X the third side or the mid segment? It's the third side. So is the third side double or half of 5? It is double. You can kind of see this is 2 times as long as this right here, right? But 2 times 5, what's 2 times 5 going to be? It's going to be 10. So NL equals 10. All right. How about AB? So we have AB is Y and DF is 12. We have Y equals, is AB or Y going to be double or half of 12? Well, the midsegment is half of the third side, so we're going to do 1/2 of 12. What's half of 12 going to be? Y is going to be half of 12 is 6, so AB equals 6. Perhaps we didn't really need the X and Y. I just put that in there to kind of make things simplify, but it's kind of adding an extra step from here to here. So you just want to write, like right here, write NL, and right here, write AB. That's fine, but whatever's more comfortable for you, okay? But yeah, so basically that's it. The midsegment is half the third side. The third side is double the midsegment, and we're good. Okay, now we're going to make it a little bit more challenging because that's what we like to do here. So we have, so solve for X, we have 2x minus 4 is Km, and we know HI is 2x minus 11. All right, so what's the setup here? Well, is Km half or double of HI? It is double. So we can actually do two different things here. I'm going to set up two different ways. So we could do Km equals double Hi, or we could do Hi equals what? Equals half of Km. Which one do you think would be easier to work with if we're solving here? I'd probably stick with the first one here. This is going to be a little bit easier to work with, because you're going to see we're going to have to distribute, and distributing a half makes things a lot more challenging here. So if we do Km equals double Hi, yeah, you could do it the other way, but this is going to make things a lot easier. So Km was 2x minus 4 equals 2 times, what was Hi? 2x minus 11. Because if we wanted to do it the other way, we would have to, that distributing a half would be kind of a pain. Okay, now we need to solve for x. How do we solve for x? Is there anything to distribute here? Yes, we've got to distribute the 2 to both of these. So we have 2x minus 4. What's 2 times 2x? It is 4x. What is 2 times negative 11? Negative 22. All right, now we got to solve for x. Anything else to distribute? No. Any like terms to combine? No. We need to get all the x's to one side. What do you want to move? Let's move the 2x. Move 2x to the side here. So we got negative 4. What's 4x minus 2x? It is 2x. All right, all the x's are to one side. Now what do we need to do? We need to get rid of that 22, move it over there to get 2x by itself, so plus 22. So negative 4 plus 22 is 18 equals 2x. Divide by 2. And we get x equals what? X equals 9. Okay. All right, so that is how you solve for this problem here. It's the same principle, it's just kind of like with more variables and stuff, okay? The third side is still double the mid-segment, but you're going to have to do some solving, okay? All right, let's do another example here. If you want to pause the video and give this one a try, it's very similar to the last one, but see if you want to give it a try. Go ahead. All right, so what's the setup here? Is 2x plus 30 double 2x plus 27, or is it the opposite? Well, the third side, which is Vt, equals double the mid-segment. What's the mid-segment? Which is Hi. Okay, it's good to set up that equation there to make sure you know what you're doing here, okay? So Vt is 2x plus 30 equals double times Hi is 2x plus 27. All right. All right, we have the setup now. Let's see here. Yeah, and way to remember this is that the third side you can see is longer than the mid-segment, so that's a good way to keep that in mind. The third side is double the mid-segment, okay? All right, let's see here. Now we got to solve. Anything to distribute here? Yeah, I got to distribute the 2 to both of these, so we have 2x plus 30. What's 2 times 2x? It's 4x. 2 times 27? 54. Let's get all the x's to one side. How do we do that? Subtract 2x. We get 30 equals 2x plus 54. All right, how do we solve this now? Subtract 54. We get negative 24 equals 2x. Now what do we do? Divide by 2. We get x equals what? Negative 12. And you may get a negative for this, and that's okay. I forgot to mention that, but yeah, that is good. Okay. And there's, and we're actually not done yet. The reason why this one's different, what is it asking for? It's asking for us to find IH. Do we have IH or do we have X here? We have X. Let me erase that. See if I can, I can't do that. What the heck? I can't erase it. Oh, well. Okay, so yeah, this is actually not the answer here. This is just part of the answer. We got to find IH. What was the equation for IH? IH was 2x plus 27, right? So we're going to do 2 times our negative 12, which was x, plus 27, which equals negative 24 plus 27. And IH equals 3. And there's our final answer. Okay? All right, we have some checkpoints here. Why don't you guys, the rest of these are kind of checkpoints. See if you can give them a try. Pause the video, and then we'll go through them in a second. Okay, let's see here. We have LM is 6, and we're looking for AC. We're looking for AC. Dang it. All right. Go away. Go away. Shoot. I can't select a different color. There we go. Okay, so is AC, is that the third side or the mid-segment? It's the third side. Is that double or half of 6? it is going to be double. So AC is going to be double 6, which equals what? It equals 12. Ta-da, there's our answer. The third side is double the midsegment. How about number 2? We're finding QR. Is QR the midsegment or the third side? It's the midsegment. Is that going to be double or half of 12? That's going to be half of 12. What's half of 12? That is 6. And there's our answer. All right, sounds good. Down here, we're doing solving for x. So we have 3x plus 4 is the third side, and we have x plus 5 is the midsegment. What's the setup here? Is which one's double? Well, the third side, which is YW, equals double, what's the midsegment? HI. Okay, so YW is 3x plus 4 equals double x plus 5. All right. Now we can solve. Anything to distribute here? Yes, distribute the 2. So we have 3x plus 4. What's 2 times x? 2x. 2 times 5? 10. All right, anything else to distribute? No. Any like terms to combine? No. Now we need to get all the x's to one side. What do you want to move? All right, subtract 2x from both sides. So 3x minus 2x is x. X plus 4 equals 10. How do you solve for x now? Minus 4. And we get x equals 6. Are we done? Are we looking for x or are we looking for something different? We're looking for x. I should have boxed that. Solve for x. Okay, last example. What are we finding here? We're looking for EG, so you got to keep that in mind. We're not looking for x. We're going to have to solve for x, but then we're going to need to go one step further. Okay, what's the setup here? Which one's the third side here? GE is the third side. That's going to be double the midsegment, which is what? JI. Double JI. So GE is x plus 32 equals double, and JI is 2x plus 34. Okay, now we can solve from here. Anything to distribute? Yep, 2 to both of these. So x plus 32. What's 2 times 2x? 4x. 2 times 34 is 68. Oops. Now we need to solve for x. What do you want to do? Subtract x from both sides. You could also subtract 4x, but I think this is a little bit easier. And 4x minus x is 3x plus 68. Now what? I'd probably subtract 68 from both sides to get x by itself. So we get negative 36 equals 3x. Divide by 3. And we get x equals negative 12. Are we done? No, we're not looking for x. We're looking for what? We're looking for EG. So EG equals x plus 32. So in this case, x was negative 12 plus 32. So EG is going to be equal to what? 20. And there we go. There's our answer. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and we will talk soon.